Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. I thought I would use this video as a tool to kind of walk you through the results of the body composition test that we've done recently. So hopefully you have your form in hand and we're going to go through and hit the highlights there. So first what you're going to see across the top of your test is your information. You'll see your height and your weight there, so you can reference that for what you weigh in your most recent assessment. If you kind of scan across that same bar, you're going to see a target weight. Please don't be distracted or dismayed by that target weight. We don't put a lot of stock in that. That's a really unrealistic goal, and that's not really what we're shooting for, okay? So just kind of disregard that number, okay? That's not our goal for you. But what we can do next is take a look in the box of your results. So now we're going to shift our attention to the numbers in the box that's on your paper. You're going to see below weight, there is your fat. And the first column is all these numbers there in pounds. So that's going to tell you how many pounds of your body weight is that substance. And then the next column over is telling you about the percentage. So you'll see right beside fat, the first number there is how many pounds of fat that you have. And then the next column over from that is the percentage that makes of your body. So that's one of the more important numbers that we're looking at from your test. We're looking to see what your body fat percentage is. The reason we're so interested in this is because it's a lot better information for us to go on and finding out what progress we need to make. So you might hear people talk about BMI. BMI has kind of been a standard we've used throughout the past, and knowing if you're overweight or underweight. BMI is just a calculation of your height for what you weigh, but we don't know out of those pounds that you weigh if they're healthy pounds or not healthy pounds. So that's the benefit of having this body composition test and knowing what the fat percentage actually is. So we're looking at body fat percentage. Now what we're shooting for here is different for ladies and men. For men, we'd like to see you closer to about 20 to 25 body fat percentage as a reasonable, attainable goal. And for ladies, we'd like to see you around 30 or as close to 30 body fat percentage that we can get. So that's when we see your glucose be really happy levels and your hormonal balance, your insulin balance be really good around that body fat percentage. So then we're going to take a look down to the very bottom. The last result that's in that column is your skeletal muscle mass. Muscle mass is really important. We want you to have plenty of muscle. It helps burn more calories even when you're not using those muscles. It helps maintain insulin sensitivity, meaning kind of I think about the opposite of diabetes. That's what having more muscle mass can do for you. And you really can't have too much muscle mass. So we really want to see that you have enough muscle mass. So I usually don't tell folks a goal percentage because I want you to always be striving to put on more muscle mass. And the way we do that is doing kind of weight-bearing activities. So lifting weights or using resistance bands, doing body weight exercise, that's really important for building up that muscle mass, making sure you're eating good protein to help put on muscle mass from your exercise. And that's going to help you prevent osteoporosis and maintain your balance as you age and not have any injuries like broken hips or anything like that. So there's lots of benefits of always trying to see your muscle mass percentage increase over time. Another thing we'll look at, you'll see right in the middle there is your total body water. And then the next one is intracellular water. And the last one is extracellular water. We actually can see the breakdown of the hydration in your body, if you're getting enough water and if the water's actually making its way inside of your cells. So you can actually see this in the very far column out to the side beside that. You'll see percent of total body water, or TBW. We want more of that water making it inside your cells than are hanging out outside your cells. So what we want to see there in that column is 60% inside to 40% outside. Most people, if you're not ideally healthy, if you've not been eating a really, really good diet for a long time, are going to be about 50-50. But as you eat lots more fruits and vegetables and get more vitamins and minerals in, we want to see that shift and get you more towards 60% inside and 40% outside. So that's what we're looking for there. And then you're going to see in the next box down, you're going to see kind of over to the right something that says metabolic rate. That's actually how many calories your body is using on a daily basis. And that is the tool that we use to find out what is our starting point for developing your personalized nutrition plan. So we take that number, we look at the body fat percentage that might need to be lost or any weight that needs to be gained, and we look at how active you are in your day-to-day life, and we put those into calculations to come up with a nutrition plan just for you. So you also probably have your nutrition plan now that we've taken your body composition test, because that's what we use to build that. So on your nutrition plan, you're going to see that you've got several different categories on your paper of different types of food. You're going to see proteins, you're going to see legumes, which are beans, you'll see dairy, you'll see nuts and seeds, vegetables, you'll see a couple different categories for 2 different types of vegetables, fruits, grains, oils, and fats. So all of those are on your paper. But what we want you to pay attention to is how many servings of each type you're supposed to have. So on your nutrition plan, it's going to tell you, it'll be written in there, how many servings of that type of food you should be eating on a daily basis. So for example, in the proteins column, you'll see, it'll tell you, it might say 2 or 3. That's how many you're supposed to eat each day of servings of protein. Under that, it's going to list out lots of examples of what you can eat as a protein. So it's going to include things like lean ground beef or chicken or tuna or cheese that's low fat. You can use low fat cheese as sources of protein. So it's going to list out lots of examples of what is included in that category of food for each type. And then it's also going to tell you how much of that food counts as one. So it might say about 2 or 3 ounces, or it might say about half a cup, or 15 grapes. So it's going to tell you what the serving size is. That's how much of that food would count as one. So that's what your goal is, to eat that every single day. So vegetables are split into 2 different types. Sometimes this can get confusing. You're going to see toward the middle of the middle column, so close to the center of your page, it's telling you about category 2 vegetables. Category 2 vegetables, they're real starchy, so think about potatoes. Y'all might have heard that you should not be eating a lot of potatoes or white stuff. That's because it's got a lot of starch in it, a lot of calories. So we want to make sure that we kind of monitor how much intake we're having of those vegetables. So category 2 vegetables are going to tell you how many you can have each day. It might be 1 or 2 depending on your personal results. So just make sure you watch how many of those you're supposed to be having each day. But above that, it's going to be the category 1 vegetables. So it's going to have all kind of stuff in there, like spinach and just everything. So many types of vegetables, just not those starchy root vegetables. You should be eating at least 5 of those every day, 5 or more every day. So if you ate everything on your nutrition plan and you are still hungry, which we don't want you to be, we need to have a talk again. If you're still hungry after eating everything on your plan, you can eat those category 1 vegetables till the cows come home and you'll be still good to go. So 5 is the minimum for your vegetable intake. So just think about that. And then you're going to see oils and fats on the side. Now those are healthy oils and fats. These are real important for your cholesterol, keeping your good cholesterol up, keeping your bad cholesterol down. It's also going to help kind of keep inflammation lower in your body. So that's going to help with things like chronic pain problems. And then it's also really important for the chemicals in your brain getting across your neurotransmitters, getting across the cells there. So we've had lots of research on the benefit to our brains for eating lots of good healthy fats. So it's important that you get those servings in as well. And then on the bottom right side, it's going to say condiments. Now pretty much any seasoning is okay. Just watch your salt and keep that low. What you've got to be really careful of is salad dressings and sauces that you don't make. So salad dressings or sauces that you buy, you got to flip those over and look at the nutrition label because a lot of times sugar hide in those and bad fat hide in those. But pretty much any seasoning is okay. And what you're not going to be able to see anywhere on your paper is any sugar. You're not going to see any sugar in your drinks, so no sugar sweetened drinks, and definitely no sweets because we know that sugar just doesn't do healthy things for our body. So there's going to be some natural sugar that comes in those fruit. There's going to be other simple carbohydrates. Sometimes they're even found in vegetables. So we just kind of avoid any kind of refined sugar altogether. So I hope that's a good kind of overview of your nutrition plan and your body composition test. I'm so thankful that you guys have come back to visit us to find out that information. Please let us know if you have any follow-up questions from your results. Thank you so much.